Hello, everybody. And can you guess who it is? Well, can you? I'll give you 2 seconds to guess who it is. Okay, 2 seconds over. This is Dragon Player, your favorite YouTuber. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this video. Today, we'll be covering what would have happened if Goku had trapped Gohan in the time chamber. This story begins at the Cell Saga. Goku and Gohan are training in the hyperbolic time chamber. They need to train in preparation for Cell, but Goku isn't seeing enough improvement from Gohan. He knows Gohan can be pushed further. And so, one day he tells Gohan he will be leaving. Big quotation marks there, and saying that he'll come back soon. So he does. And Gohan knows he might have to wait a couple of hours, a day at most, since time difference and boring stuff like that. Why, God, why? Meanwhile, outside, Goku quickly rushed everybody else, asking Mr. Popo, where's the key? Where is the key? Everybody disagrees with Goku's decision to lock Gohan in, but Goku tells them that Gohan will never agree to stay there for too long, and this is the only way. So, with a lot of grief in their heart, they accept it. It's been a week, and Gohan is worried. His dad should have come back days ago, and that's just... So he's tired of waiting. He knocks on the door and realizes that it's not working. He tries to open it, it doesn't work. Maybe there's just been stuck. He rushes back and tries to ram the door, but it doesn't work. Then Gohan realizes he's been trapped. He's been betrayed. His dad betrayed him. And his dad won't. He won't just let that go. That's not gonna be okay by him. He screams, powering up. And as electricity starts to spark around him, he finally turns into Super Saiyan 2. He then would train for the following 8 years, even achieving Super Saiyan 2 and growing up. He even gets much more powerful. He has a drive to train. Like a normal Gohan wouldn't like training, it would be hell. But he's been changed. The hyperbolic time chamber changed him. All he thinks about now is training, to take revenge on the ones who betrayed him, and to stop anything from happening again. 8 years after the official betrayal, Goku comes back, keeping the door open so that there's still a connection between this dimension and the other one. Gohan isn't exactly pleased to see his father. Goku says, hey Gohan, you want to get on Gohan's... he cuts him off in the middle of a sentence, killing him. And then he exits. He then goes to the Cell Games. Goku got him out just before the Cell Games, which was kind of stupid of his part, because even if Gohan didn't kill him, Gohan would need to rest. A lot. And so... Cell's like, how the heck are you so tall? And Gohan, in his full-powered Super Saiyan 2, he got Super Saiyan 3, but he's not going to use it. He doesn't need it. He probably doesn't even need Super Saiyan 2, but he's just going to show off. He kills Cell. And Chi-Chi is very mad at Goku, and when she hears that Gohan killed him, she's very mad at Gohan. But, yeah. Gohan goes to live on his own. He doesn't remember much stuff. He barely remembers stuff at all. All his in his mind. It's training. He would train a lot. The only face he remembers, it's of the faces of the Z Fighters, the one who betrayed him. He doesn't remember his friends from school or his teachers. He doesn't remember his uncle, Raditz. He doesn't remember anybody else. all of that's in his mind, his training. He nearly blows up the earth. He blows up major cities and places around the earth just by training too hard. Then Vegeta goes to talk to Dende. He tells him he has to trap Gohan. Gohan's too dangerous to be left alive. Gohan is gonna doom them all by killing them. And even though Dende doesn't agree with it, he has to do it. And so they get the dragon. The first wish, in English or Japanese or whatever language they speak, whatever one you want to say, they say trap Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber. And they word it a bit better than that. They word it so that he can't go out by breaking through the dimensions. Not that they knew that was even possible, but yeah. And the second wish Dende made in the Mechan, so that Vegeta wouldn't tell. He just told Vegeta that it was a secret, but it wasn't anything important. Vegeta wouldn't care about it, although that was a lie. His wish was to stop Gohan from aging. That way, if Gohan ever made it out of there, well, he would. And thus, Shenron disappeared. Gohan is mad. How dare they trap him again? What did he do? He's not fair. He's so pissed. He turned Super Saiyan 2 and turned Super Saiyan 3 even. He will kill them if it's the last thing he does. Gohan trains for, 11 outside years. The Buu saga will happen, but Vegeta just trained the kids very, very, very hard. Because, in case Gohan ever came out and was all vengeful and tried to kill them. And so they quickly disposed of Buu. Anyway, Gohan even got a new power. This is Battle of Gods. As usual, when Beerus comes to the party, Vegeta's sucking up to him. And Beerus has a great time. He's a great dancer. And because there's no Buu, he doesn't get angry. But he still asks about the Super Saiyan God. And when they all say he doesn't have it, he challenges Vegeta and the kids to battle. He hopes there'll be more, of a challenge than that other Saiyan he met on King Kai's planet. That Saiyan named Goku. And yeah, they're not. And as usual, since he's ruining her party, Bulma slaps him really hard. He then slaps her in retaliation, and Vegeta screams, turning Super Saiyan 2 and even Super Saiyan 3, asking Beerus what the hell he thinks he's doing to his Bulma. Vegeta punches Beerus very hard, and that's when, after Vegeta failed, Dende tells Beerus there's another Saiyan, one who will most certainly be a challenge to Beerus. He tells him, Gohan. Everybody's like, no, not Gohan. Gohan sucks. And so they say, but it's a last chance. And Beerus tells them to bring him there. So they open the door, keeping it open so that there's still a connection, because Gohan's been trapped in there for thousands of years. You do the math, I'm too busy actually, bringing this video to you. And then Beerus appears. He tells Gohan, fight me or I'll blow up the planet. And Gohan's like, don't care if you blow up the planet, but I want to fight you. So he gets ready. And yeah, he gets beaten up in his base form. That's when he turns Super Saiyan 2. He rushes at Beerus, but Beerus kicks him back. And Beerus tells Gohan that he's gonna have to do better if he doesn't want his home, his planet, to be destroyed. Which causes Gohan to snap back. He has no home, he has no planet. That planet of his is a cursed hell where they betray people, they trap them with no regard for their actual life. Beerus isn't interested in these sub stories. So, Gohan powers up to his Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, mind you, and Beerus and Whis are like stunned. How could how could a mortal have such power? Beerus is angry, but not really. He's happy that he had got such a big fight. And so he stares Gohan in the eye, then powering up to 100%. He knows that he'll need it. And Gohan might even be stronger than him. Who knows? But this Beerus has been training. I'm just going to say he's been training so that it's not a one-sided fight. He's been training a bit. And he creates a Hakai Ball and throws it at Gohan. It's only a minor one. And he doesn't expect it to hurt Gohan too much. And as expected, it doesn't help. But it hurts even less than Beerus would have thought it could. Like, what the hell? And yeah, only a couple of scratches. They rush at each other. The battle could go both ways. Explosions happen, and Whis quickly puts a shield around the entrance so that they're not trapped in there like Gohan was. A comment that got Gohan to fight even harder. And just as it seemed that Gohan would win, his body gave out. That was a lot of strain. His mortal body wasn't used to being in Ultra Instinct and fighting so hard in Ultra Instinct. And so, Beerus won. Gohan would then go to train with Whis. He would also train a bit with Vegeta, but he would mostly train with Whis, since Vegeta was training with a newly revived Goku. Gohan couldn't even see Goku's face before gradually transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, which Beerus and Whis taught him. It took him about 2 days. And Resurrection F will happen, but it's not really happening. There's I'm just gonna skip over the events of Resurrection F, if you would even call them events. So the team for the Universe 6 tournament, well, the first 3 obvious picks are Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta. And they choose Piccolo and Monarca. There's no Boo, as I mentioned earlier. And yeah, they could get the kids, but Vegeta tells them to not even think about it, to leave the kids out of it. Goku's a bit disappointed, but Vegeta forbids Goku from telling them about it. The order will be Piccolo, then Goku, then Vegeta, then Gohan, then Monarca. So Piccolo's against Batamo, and he uses Batamo's own ability to slingshot Batamo out of the ring. Then he's up against Frost. And now Piccolo is a very smart fighter. He will have found Frost's poison needle very quickly and expose him to everybody, thus getting him eliminated. And then he's up against Megetta. And now, Piccolo's very strong, don't get me wrong, but Megetta's weakness Piccolo just can't overcome it. So he gets eliminated. Next is Goku, and Goku has the same fate. He's not a good insulter. He's very, very pure. Then it's Vegeta's turn. And Vegeta, yeah, he got rid of Megetta. He insulted Megetta, calling him a tin can, a rust bucket, stuff like that. And Megetta ran out of the ring, crying. He would then go up to fight Kaba, and as usual, he would insult Kaba, threaten his family and his planet, getting Kaba to turn Super Saiyan. And in Vegeta Super Saiyan God form, He's less adept with Super Saiyan Blue because he's been training more with Goku and less with Whis than he was in the canon. But then again, he is much stronger due to training with the kids more and then very intensely with Goku on Beerus' planet. So overall, he's stronger. And yeah, he eliminates Kala. He then goes to face Hit. And in his god form, he tries to punch it, but it seemed like literally nothing happened. And Vegeta went back to his base form and got eliminated. Gohan knows it's some sort of teleportation. He's not sure it's time skipping, but he's pretty sure it has the same basics as teleportation. He just has to guess where Hit will be before Hit goes there. So that is exactly what Gohan does. Gohan launches at Hit. Hit attempts to use the time skip to punch him, but it does absolutely nothing. Gohan still hits him. Gohan hits Hit. I'm not sure if that's an overused pun, but if it is, too bad, 'cause I like it. And then he turns Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, to, well, everybody from Universe 6's shock. And yeah, bye-bye Hit. Goku, as usual, meets Zeno and they promise to each other to make the Tournament of Power happen. And meanwhile, in the future, Trunks is running from somebody. He doesn't know who it is. Well, it looks like somebody he knows. But it couldn't be. It couldn't be. He watches this very person murder 100,000, maybe even millions or billions of humans. And even his mother before he escapes. But before he escapes, he catches one final look at the hooded figure's face. It's his master, Gohan. Trunks punches Gohan. Then he realizes it's not black. It's original Gohan. He must have made it to the past. He then explains everything to Gohan and apologizing. He cries. He couldn't save anybody. Not even his mother. Or his friend Mai. But Gohan cheers him up. Gohan's been through horrible stuff too. And while he's been through much worse stuff than Trunks, it doesn't mean Trunks' horror and horrible life is fine. So he cheers Trunks up, telling them, don't worry. He's going to beat the crap out of that guy. And he tells Trunks to explain everything. And he does. After that, he goes to train with Goku. Goku's showing off Super Saiyan 3. And yeah, Goku's untouchable. Like with Vegeta, he's less strong with Super Saiyan Blue and other god forms. But overall, he's much stronger. So yeah, he's literally untouchable. Then, Gohan Black appears. Gohan goes up to face his imposter, seeing why Trunks punched him really was identical. Gohan powered up to his ultimate form, powering 2 beams at Black that teared a huge hole in his body, and he was sent back. Gohan powered down. He had achieved the ultimate form from a ritual by Elder Kai. Turns out it wasn't as useless as he thought it would be. And his ultimate form is very strong. The ultimate form is every form added together, and then some. So yeah, it's pretty strong. Then they would be planning to go. And they would go. Gohan Black. Well, Gohan didn't let Gohan Black. Oh my god, it's such a tongue twister. Gohan didn't let Gohan Black destroy the time machine, so they managed to go back in time earlier. The team to go back in time is Gohan, Vegeta, Goku, and future Trunks. Bulma wished them good luck and goodbye, and they then arrived. They stepped out and they saw two figures. One of them was clearly Gohan Black, but the other looked like a Kai, but it couldn't be. Little did they know, yes, it was a Kai. They had finally seen Zamasu. Gohan flew up to face his counterpart, and Zamasu let them do their stuff. Meanwhile, future Trunks was fighting Zamasu. He could hold Zamasu off. Zamasu was immortal, but he wasn't near as strong as Trunks, especially after Trunks trained a lot with Goku. So Gohan would start fighting his imposter. The fight would go a lot like the Goku versus Goku Black one in canon. Well, at least the one in the past timeline. They would start hitting each other, hitting a lot and a lot and a lot. And then they powered up to their full force. Gohan in his Gohan in his Ultra Instinct, and Black in his Super Saiyan Rose Evolution form. Which, yes, Gohan got Blue and Evolution Blue. He just doesn't use them much because Ultra Instinct is more powerful. They just weren't sure yet. Well, Beerus and Whis were pretty sure. But Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta weren't sure. Although Gohan didn't ask Goku for his opinion. Since Black was clearly losing, Black and Zamasu fused Zamasu. And yeah, Gohan's getting ragdolled. That's when Goku appeared to try and help. Getting Gohan to scream at Goku to bugger off. This is his fight, and he'll never let Goku do anything to him. And Goku's a bit shocked at Gohan's anger, but sort of understands it. He's also sad that Gohan doesn't refer to him as Dad anymore. He refers to him as Goku, if he would even say his name at all, which just happens very rarely. Goku would still tell Gohan they can have their grudge just after the literal multiversal threat. Goku would power up to his full power, Super Saiyan God. And he would launch at fused Zamasu. It was a tough battle, alright. 3-on-1. At some point, Goku and Vegeta went off. They told Gohan, don't worry, they're gonna get very strong, and they're gonna beat her. Gohan was like, shut up to Goku, but it was like, okay to Vegeta. Nothing personal, Goku. Gohan hates you. Goku gave Vegeta the Patara earring, and Vegeta, after getting taught that it wouldn't be permanent, something Goku learned somehow, he put it on, and they fused. They were pulled towards each other, and they created a mighty warrior. Vegito God. Not Blue, God, because, well, they're less adept with, like, God forms. So they wouldn't have enough control over Blue to go Blue in their fusion. So they would start fighting, and yeah, they would obliterate Black. A half of Black would start to swell up. Half of fused Zamasu would swell up. The Black and turn purple. The Black half of him not regenerating, and eventually his entire body would become purple goo, and then he'd die. They all lived happily ever after, except Zamasu. Yeah, the copy Vegeta arc wouldn't happen, whether you consider that to canon or not, because Goten and Trunks aren't stupid enough to get caught, like to get stuck in Manaka's ship, or stuff like that. They're much stronger and much smarter. So, it actually happens to the Tournament of Power. There are no androids, So they're replaced by Goten and Trunks. They are much stronger. They are very, very strong. And they just recently started training on Beerus' planet. So the team would be Goten, Trunks, Gohan, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Roshi, Krillin, Tien, and Frieza. Yes, Frieza got revived. Gohan had seen his golden form and thought, maybe that would be the tiniest bit useful. And he at least, not truthfully thought, but said, at least Frieza's stronger than Goku. Not mentioning his name, just saying, at least Frieza's stronger than some people, glaring very pointedly at Goku. With the Tournament of Power at the beginning, Gohan would just blast most of the arena, eliminating everybody that wasn't his team, or 4 people who had managed to jump away. Those people are Dispo, Jiren, a fused Kefla who turned Super Saiyan 2 and fused just in time, and a Toppo. Goku and Vegeta would face the fused warrior. The kids would face the future god of destruction. And Gohan would face Jiren. The speedy rabbit would just jump around everywhere. Gohan would have managed to eliminate Jiren with his master ultra instinct, teaching him the purpose of friendship when Jiren threw a blast at the weaker people in the stands. He would then go and help the kids eliminate Toppo, and they would all go help the adults defeat Kefla. Gohan only helping Vegeta, not caring if Goku got hit or not. And yeah, they'd catch the rabbit and get rid of it. Then they'd return to Beerus' world. The kids even getting Super Saiyan Blue. But then Beerus would talk to Whis. They needed to talk about that mortal, Gohan. Beerus told Whis that Gohan was too much of a threat. They needed to dispose of him before he became a threat to their reign, to their godhood. And while Whis didn't agree, he still had to do it. So he trapped Gohan in his staff. But he supplied Gohan with food. He didn't want Gohan to die. Yeah, so anyway, Beerus would go for a nap. He would wake up in X amount of years. I'm not going to reveal that yet. You can start preparing to do some math, or get a calculator out, or do whatever you need to do, because it's going to be an amount of years that you'll need to calculate. By the way, Whis' staff is like a miniature room of spirit and time, except there's no door. At one point, Gohan would force his tail out, turn Super Saiyan, and create a moon, turning gold and grey tape. And then he would master it to get Super Saiyan 4. Then 20 outside years later, prepare your calculators and try to do that math. I could probably do it, but I'm not going to. Anyway, Beerus would then wake up. He asked Whis about that mortal, and Whis would ask Beerus if he wanted to show him to it. And Beerus was stunned to hear he's still alive, and maybe the wish that made him not age also made him not have to eat. He doesn't know, not knowing that Whis was the one who supplied him with food. So, yeah. Whis brought Gohan and left because Gohan was evidently going to fight. Gohan told Whis in these specific words, "Back off, I'm gonna kill Beerus." He turned Super Saiyan 2 and launched at Beerus, grabbing his neck and throwing him on the floor, kicking him. He then turned Super Saiyan 4, and even in new form he had achieved Super Saiyan 5. Yeah, bye-bye Beerus. Beerus would get eliminated even if Beerus trained for, like, the amount of time Gohan did in there. Still wouldn't be enough to, well, it'll be enough to overcome Gohan Super Saiyan 5. But not the Super Saiyan 6 or other forms Gohan was hiding. Anyway, Gohan would become a god of destruction. And he would easily be able to tap into his power of destruction. So, what do you think about this what if? Do you like it? Is it a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10? Do you think it was too OP or not OP enough? Do you think the topic was good or bad? Leave a comment, drop a like, hit that subscribe button so hard it chatters, not literally, and thank you so very much for watching.